5:06, looming questions surrounding a shipyard shooting in Harvey this week. Families of the two victims who were killed, they are now wondering how that suspect, an ex-employee, even got into the building.
JPSO says 31-year-old Willis Thomas Jr. killed his former co-workers before being fatally shot by JPSO deputies about a week after he'd been terminated. WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor joins us live from Harvey with more on this story. Shay?
Travis and Gina, workers who work here at FMT, they tell me that they do not believe that Thomas was able to get inside through the front gate where security normally sits. Meanwhile, security experts, they tell me this entire facility should be secured at all times. And not only that, they should have been notified as soon as Thomas was fired.
Usually a good practice would be, in the event that anyone is terminated from a business, then HR would normally let the security people know.
The security expert's message: have a plan and policy in place.
Other than that, you never know. The person could still have an ID, they could have an older ID, they could come back in, and whoever was working that gate may not have known that they were actually terminated.
Security expert Mike Kahn says every business should also have a plan in place in case there's ever an active shooter. Each worker should also be notified once it's realized that a shooting is taking place.
Really just more fortunate that more people weren't hurt during this incident and he actually left and didn't continue to shoot.
Meanwhile, the investigation continues into how suspect Willis Thomas Jr. was able to breach security, shooting his former crewmates. 20-year-old Dustin Perry Jr. and 48-year-old Nikki James Brown, at least a week after being fired from the facility for reasons unknown at this time.
My question is, that yard knew he was fired. How the hell did he get in that yard with the security guard there? How?
You ain't thinking you're gonna wake up and go to work and not make it home.
The suspect is accused of making his way into the building Monday, sneaking through the back of the facility.
Why? That's what I want to know, why.
Wednesday, at least 2 JPSO deputies were seen outside and inside the shipyard, hired as detail on a temporary basis since the shooting. When asked for details on their security plan and how workers were alerted of an active shooter, FMT officials could only respond that this remains an active investigation. And Gina and Travis, I have reached back out to JP Coroner's office. They tell me that autopsies were actually conducted today on the 2 victims, as well as the suspect. As we know, he was shot and killed later on by JPSO deputies. They also tell me that the cause of death for each will likely be multiple gunshot wounds. But of course, we will continue to keep you updated on the situation as well as the investigation. Reporting live from Harvey, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
Shay, thank you. As funerals for the victims are being planned and the investigation continues into the shipyard shooting, we'll have updates on our website at WDSU.com.